Hi, my name's Harriet from Crown Home Buying and Letting. We're a boutique estate agency based in the heart of central London that can help you buy, rent and sell. Today, we're here at this detached converted Grade 2 listed home in Hampstead. It's called The Chapel and it's a part of the Hampstead Manor development in northwest London. The Chapel perfectly encapsulates all the history of the 3-acre development that it sits on by Mount Anvil, whilst still bringing the ease and convenience of high-end modern living. Mount Anvil have done a truly magical job of telling the history of the past whilst bringing the property into the 21st century. So the spec of this home, it's 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, it has a study, a cinema room, 4 private terraces, all in a whopping 3,818 square feet. We also have 2 parking spaces and, as I mentioned earlier, we have that £2 million price reduction, so the new listing price is £5.95 million. This sort of property in this area really is an amazing price point, as behind me you have a key turn ready home that really is the grandest of designs. You really can't enter into this home without noticing the beautiful facade. From the original roof tiles to these beautiful portico designed pillars. It's so impressive and leaves you wondering what is behind these double depth, double doors. Look at this impressive view. You really feel like the king of your own castle when you first enter. Now let me quickly explain some of the planning regulations. To be able to convert this chapel, you had to have an unobstructed view when you first walk in. So you get this real sense of magnitude. And there are 2 staircases to choose between, obviously made with the original refurbished natural stone. So the chapel has nearly 100 years worth of history encapsulated into it, and that really shows in how stunning the building is. It has 21 windows, so the natural light here is amazing. And the whole of the ground floor is 2,508 square feet. So before we get started, let me just quickly explain the orientation. So in here we have the living space, then round on this side we have the kitchen, behind the kitchen we have the cinema room, and the mezzanine above is the study. Then to my left we have the sleeping quarter, which is an extension of the original home. I'm going to show you around each space individually, but don't forget to like this video and let us know what you think in the comments below. Okay, so all the interiors in here are done by Sooner Interiors, and they spent £250,000 on all the furniture that you see, and that is also included in your listing price of £5.95 million. I particularly love what they've done with all the curve of the furniture. So you've got the round table, you have this beautiful curved sofa. It really kind of plays with the shapes of, as the building itself is very rectangular. Now, personally, I think I would move some of the furniture around a little bit. And with the high ceilings of 6 meters, I think a piano would be absolutely amazing in here. So part of what makes this chapel so magical is the history inside it. This was originally built by Queen's Mary University and then was taken over by King's College London. And so all these names that you see engraved along the side are the names of old principals of the school and the university. This is what owning the chapel is all about. It's the history incorporated with all these modern touches, like behind these wooden panels, you have your radiators. And of course, as it is a modern home, you've got comfort cooling. So even though it's 0 degrees outside, in here it is lovely and toasty. And I have heard in the summer, it's very cool as well. And you might have even noticed these books all the way along the side. They too have a history and a story to tell. They are the original books that came with the school. So again, all these beautiful little touches. I particularly like the mood lighting that they've done along the walls, and they also kind of mirror the wall design but also the coffered ceiling above. So it's really bringing in all these features and kind of modernising them too. Moving round into the kitchen. I love the open plan feel of this. To me personally, the kitchen is always the heart of the home. And so the fact they've decided to make it open plan with the rest of the living space, I think is really special. It also shows that this home is just completely designed for entertaining and hosting, or, you know, having a family over and being able to chat to them as you're cooking away. Okay, let me take you through some of the appliances. So we have our Miele oven, microwave, coffee machine, and also plate warmer over here. 1.5 stainless steel sink on this side, and on this side you have your borer induction hob with your extractor fan in the middle. So you don't need to worry about all your fumes going up, they're being sucked straight down. We also have our wine fridge over here and your Miele dishwasher on this side. Plenty of storage down below and also above. And this is a little feature that they have, which you'll notice later when I show you the main bedroom. Of course, not forgetting your huge full-sized freezer, which of course is also Miele. Something that Mount Anvil have done really well is they've used so many of the original features, but they've modernised them. So you've got this beautiful engineered timber herringbone wood flooring, which perfectly matches your wood panels on the side and also matches your doors. You might be wondering about storage. Well, we have a storage cupboard on this side, and behind me we have a guest WC. And through here is your very own little snug. We also have another storage cupboard in here, but come inside. I want to show you around. Check this out. Just imagine being in here with friends, watching a movie. This whole home has been designed really for entertaining and is really multifunctional. What they've managed to do is use every single nook and cranny, and I really feel the more times I come, the more little details I'm noticing that makes this place just so much more special. Okay, now I'm going to show you the first of your 4 terraces. So you have 3 entrances out to the first of your private terraces. So you have one up on the other end of the living room, one behind me, but I'm going to take you through this door here. This is really well located, so if you have guests over, they can come out here, enjoy a drink, or if you've got people in the cinema room, again, they can nip out as well. Now, this is a lovely spaced terrace. This terrace is west aspect, and what you can see from this side is you get a real scale of the side of the house. But I think it's also key to mention that you also have another access point to your home, because the car park entrance is just across the way over here. Now, all these landscape gardens that you can see are just so stunning, and we also have a wild garden. So even though you're in central London, you still feel like you're really in a country home, which is pretty cool. So you may be wondering about the maintenance of looking after a grade 2 listed building. Well, luckily for you, that is all taken care of by the freeholder, who look after everything from the roof to the cleaning of the windows, to the maintenance of your terrace, to even changing the light bulbs. And that is all included in your service charge, which is £7.93 per square foot per year, and your ground rent, which is £1,200. Now we're back inside, so let's continue the tour up onto your mezzanine level. Something that I really love that Suna Interiors have done is they've added all these warm tones that really makes it feel homely and cozy. Right, look at this. What a cool vantage point of the property. They've used this glass paneling, which means that from when you're seated, your view is completely unobstructed. And I wouldn't be able to be stood up here without mentioning this chandelier. What an amazing way to brighten up the home, and it's such a centerpiece. So up here is newly converted and a part of the renovations of the chapel. And you get a really good view of your coffered ceiling, plus these stunning windows. But they really show off the character of the home. Now up here has been dressed as a study space and also kind of like a chill area. Personally, I think it would make a very cool whiskey room or even a library. Okay, now I'm going to take you back downstairs and I'm going to show you the rest of the house. So now let me take you into the sleeping quarter of the home. And whilst we're heading over there, this is probably a good time for me to tell you about the area. So Hampstead Manor is in Hampstead, which is based in northwest London. And it is a beautiful leafy suburb. So you get all the perks of living just outside the centre of London and being a half-an-hour drive, or a 10-minute drive to Regent's Park, or less than a mile to Hampstead Heath. Okay, so heading into the sleeping quarter, this has been newly built by the developer, and so we really start to see those modern features, including underfloor heating all the way through this area of the house. And if you come around this side, we have a utility cupboard where you obviously have your washer, your dryer, and also another sink. And on this side out here, this is where your intercom is. So that's where you can talk to your concierge and also answer your door. Okay, let me explain the orientation of this section of the home. So on this side, we have your main bedroom, and then upstairs you have your 3 extra bedrooms. But coming in here first, what I really like about this main bedroom is that it's all on one level. So if you're a single occupant or a couple living here, then your whole home is lateral. And who doesn't love a big wardrobe space like this? So we've got plenty of storage. We obviously have our handrails on this side, and then up here we have extra storage space. And something that I really like is this dressing table in here. Often in wardrobes, this is neglected, but for this development and this home, they've added it in. And now walking into the bathroom, this has really great access. So you've got 3 access doors, 1 into your bedroom and then 2 access points into your bathroom. And if you head into the bathroom, this is so relaxing and tranquil, and you almost kind of feel it's a bit tropical, that you could be in a hot country somewhere. So the contrast of the white marble, so this is one single slab of white monochrome marble, so it's that bit more subtle, and they've obviously added that up the walls so we get this really bright, airy feel that is so contrasted to this side of your bathroom. Look at this beautiful vein matched marble. So we have our rain effect shower head, we have our shampoonies, and obviously your handheld shower with your controls on this side so you can set the temperature just before you get in. Now the access point, as I mentioned, all these rooms are so versatile. So we have 3 access points, so we've got a door here and then another door here. This means that you could completely close off your bedroom space if you were having your makeup done, or you can close off the rest of the house and have complete privacy in this sanctuary. Obviously these are pocket doors, so they don't take up any unnecessary space. Heading into the main bedroom, we have a king size bed in here, which just gives you an idea of the size of the room, and not to mention this beautiful chandelier above. Lovely cozy flooring, so it's nice and relaxing. And out on this side, you even have access to your very own private terrace. Out here, it's just so calm and relaxing, and from this point of view, you really get a good idea of where the old meets the new and the new converted extension that's been added onto the side. Just the detailing, like they've added the same colour on this side as they have over here, really bringing the 2 spaces together. I absolutely love it. Okay, now I'm going to show you the rest of the home, and this is probably a great time to tell you about the facilities that also are very unique. So a benefit of living in a house in this development is you still get all the perks. So you have your 24-hour concierge, postal room, swimming pool, gym, but you also have a car service. And this means that they will take you a mile radius of anywhere you like, and it's a bookable service. Now heading on upstairs, This is such a unique feature in this modern home. You have this beautiful Meccana marbled floor, which is an Iranian stone and adds a lovely contrast to the bright and airy space. And look at this amazing sweeping staircase that guides the eye up to a circular skylight, which is so unique. It's one of these features that when you buy a home, often, I mean, who doesn't want to live in a beautiful converted chapel? But it's a lot of time and money that's spent into developing it. However, the perk of purchasing this home is it's all done for you by the developer. It's all looked after for you, the exterior of the home is looked after, and it's key time ready and ready for you to move straight in. Behind me, you've got the third and fourth bedroom, and right in front of me, we have the second room, which is probably one of my favorite rooms in the house. The ceiling is 3.6 meters high, so you get this great sense of space, which I absolutely love. And again, this is a really beautiful multifunctional space. Interestingly, it also has its own private terrace. Something that I really love about this space is that this whole the second bedroom and this also has its own access over here. So if you've got an older child maybe and they kind of want a bit of privacy, they too can have their own access, have friends over, chilling in this courtyard. And again, from the outside on this side, you really get to see where the conversion meets the home. This is probably also a good time for me to tell you another part of the planning is that they had to keep the house this original colour, which is the original colour that it was when it was first built. Right, it's getting a bit chilly, so I'm going to take you back inside. Look at this floor to ceiling window. We also have another one which you might have noticed earlier. And look at this skylight. There's so much beautiful natural light in here because of how many windows they've added in. So we also have this skylight which runs the full length of the conversion and is such a good modern touch to the space. On this side we have more built-in wardrobe space, and through here is your bathroom. Slightly different spec to the bathroom that we saw downstairs, which I really like. It has its own character. Again, we have our rain effect shower head, shampoo niche and handheld shower, as well as this really neutral tiling, which just makes the space so bright. And also, you might have noticed as we've been walking around, we've got these panels on each of the walls. These are actually the control panels for the home, so you can control your temperature as you need. And as I said earlier, we also still have all the underfloor heating and comfort cooling. Let me show you the last two rooms. We're nearly there. So this bedroom is currently dressed as a child's bedroom. Alternatively, I think it would make a really good dressing room because you have another skylight up here. So the natural light in here is really beautiful. We have a storage cupboard on this side, plus another ensuite bathroom, which is the same spec as the ensuite that we've just been in. Finally, let's head in to the fourth bedroom. Now this room is so cozy and tranquil. I love the wallpaper that they've added on this side, and I love the features that you get to see so up close, those original windows that we spoke about earlier. And it would be hard not to mention the skylight that we have up here too. So this, obviously, we have our floor to ceiling window. It runs all the way down the end of the house and then down the other side too. Imagine sleeping underneath the stars. It'd be pretty magical. Or if you wanted to add an electric blind, then you would be able to. Now, 3 out of the 4 bedrooms in this home have private terraces, and this is the final one. So you get a very similar view to what you get from your main bedroom terrace, but it's slightly elevated. So just imagine sitting out here and relaxing in the spring. Right, I'm going to show you now, finally, final ensuite. This is the same spec as the other 2 bathrooms that we've just had a look at, and we have that same little square window as we have in the main bedroom, which I really love. This one though, we have a bathtub, but it also has a rain effect shower head just above. There is also built-in wardrobe space in here too. Right, that's the end of this property tour. I personally love this home and think there are so many perks to it. You get to live in a beautiful grade 2 listed home without any of the stress. But as always, these sort of homes take on a whole new light at dusk. So stay tuned and we're going to show you around. So what do you think of the chapel at dusk? The price point of this property for the area that it's in and that £2 million reduction that we saw is what makes this such a great purchase. You also get all the benefits and ease of living of being in a development, yet the privacy of being in your own home. This property really is a legacy home. It's something that you can pass on to generations to come, and the developer, interior designer, and the restorers have done a fantastic job of creating something truly magical. If you'd be interested in purchasing this home, we would be more than happy to show you around, so please do get in contact. Our details are in the description below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on more property tours that we've got coming ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.